Hello, gang. Hello, gang. Hello, gang. Hello, gang. Welcome to the flow stream. Kinda test, but not really. But you never know because there's always like technical difficulties because you can't stream easily. So we're live, good people, we're live. Welcome to this live stream thing that we do every now and then that I do. And yeah, it's for some reason music tends to be like super loud on top of my voice, but you know, I put the thing on minus 10 dBs and it doesn't do anything, so you know, it's fine. We're talking now. What do you know? Welcome everybody to the stream. We're gonna continue where we left off yesterday. Oh my god. We're gonna continue where we left off yesterday, in which we had like a song happening. I don't know if you people remember, but a song happened not long ago. I'm gonna up the brightness a little bit on this monitor and I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so here's where we left off. We recorded so yeah, hey Lex, how you doing? We recorded like one guitar that we dubbed and two guitars that we dubbed. So we're gonna make them stereo now, but we'll get there when we get there. Main vocal, we dubbed the main vocal as well, and backing vocal high and low. That we dubbed the high one, but not the low one, because I know Paul was gonna sing a little bit. So this track that I have highlighted here, this is Paul. Yes, gang, this is Paul who sent me his track that I'm gonna start mixing. Also, yesterday after I finished, I recorded a double bass. So yes, and So far so good. I recorded some bass on top of that, and we got Paul's vocals in here, sultry and sexy vocals as usual. So, you know, let's say that up to this point is what we recorded yesterday, and this is what Paul sent, and this is what I recorded, the bass, double bass that I recorded yesterday after we finished the stream. So there you go. Okay. No, OBS. I don't trust OBS to normalize levels. I'd rather manage them myself. And if it's too loud or whatever, like system audio is all over the top. But I'm not even gonna. And I can do a little bit, like say it's in minus 16 dBs, so that should have to do. So, you guys in the house, I'm so happy that you could watch a stream live finally with us. I'm gonna sip a cup. I'm gonna sip on the cup a little bit. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. So we got like the very raw stuff that we recorded. So first thing I used to do is streaming it. As as things are not super long or anything, I don't need to cut. So I'm gonna set my secondary tool to fade. Like we need to fade away from capitalism, hopefully faster than slower. So yeah. Um, I'm gonna try and edit the silences. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on the tracks so I can see more or less where the stuff is. This is the one that counts like 1, 2, 3, 4. So this yeah. I'm gonna cut both the condenser and the dynamic. And I think it was all the way to here-ish. Okay, and I'm gonna clean it up more or less. I'm gonna leave it to have like a little tail, a little longer. Something like that. I'm gonna cut all of them all the way to here. It's looking really good. Let me see. Oh, you should hear Paul's vocals. They were fantastic. Very sultry, very deep and wonderful, as Paul is wonderful. So no surprise there. My Irish comrade. Yeah, SoundCloud. Woo! I do have a SoundCloud actually, but it all the stuff that's in my SoundCloud. Like if you look for my user Javitrino on SoundCloud, you're gonna see some of the, like, I have the second album that I recorded with my band La Bacaguano, like back in 2004. 2004. Oh my god. And I got some later projects. I don't know. Yes, Paul has so many hidden talents, and he's so wholesome and wonderful comrade. So I leave it there. I'm, you know, you never express enough love for your comrades. So let's stream. One of the things that I always say, between us leftists, we should be much more wholesome than we are. We're super nitpicky between each other, and it's fine, that we disagree, but we need to. Hector está de vuelta. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna say hi to my man Hector in Spanish because yeah, he was the guitar player in La Vaca Guano, and he's an awesome person and an awesome guitar player, and he's through and through one of my best friends. Héctor, cuerpito, guapo, ¡mua! Te quiero un montón. Te debo una visita, que lo sepas, que todavía ya te contaré. So, whoa, back to the project and back to us leftists being wholesome with each other. I think, all our criticisms and stuff, they really, really need to come from a place that says, I love you, comrade. It's fine. I'm okay with you, and I'm not attacking you. And I'm trying to share something with you that I found out that may be useful, something like that, because oh my god, look at this track. It's so weak. I don't think I put that SM57 very well. It's like, hello, I got some signal here. So, yeah, we must actually do some reevaluation and consideration how we tend to be very bickery and nitpicky with each other, and that's not cool. We in the left, we need to be very incredibly supportive of each other, because we're all fighting upstream. We're all facing all the time. We're facing everything is against us systematically. So we better not touch that. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to select all of the tracks. Can you do? Yes. And everything goes down to 0. And we're going to start one by one, so we can start mixing things. I'm going to make a little loop so I can hear a little bit the guitar strumming. And we're gonna start with the guitar. I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, let's see what we can hear. Okay, if I put the other microphone, let's see the dynamic. I can see it's like very low, but it's there. I'm gonna start with this one then. So I'm gonna do some equalizing here. This one's gonna add some of the body and stuff. So I'm gonna do a bass cut, like low cut. And we don't need anything, under, say 75 hertz. We don't need that stuff in here. And I think this is gonna be like the warmth. Let's solo it. Yeah, something like that. It's very low, but we'll get there. So this could be like what? This is a little bit repetitive. Just I think the sound is like this. The condenser is gonna give us the bright notes. Let's have an EQ and analyze. Yeah, I barely have to do like the low cut. I'm gonna do it anyway because cleanliness. There's this thing, frequencies, and mostly on the low end, they tend to muddy when they become a little bit too much. So one thing I do usually is try to look for a frequency. Maybe we don't need this here, but we need some definition. Something like that. Paul, people are demanding for you to do some wholesome readings and stuff. There you go. So the sum of them too. There, it's okay. Okay. So now let's deal with dynamics. Now we got the equalizing more or less good. I'm gonna use the compressor. It's here under dynamics, compressor. And I'm gonna put some classic VCA, which is like very, very simple. I'm gonna try and compress it a little bit. Threshold, let's see, we're peaking here about 12-ish. So I'm gonna say, okay, keep it here. This is your... But I'm gonna keep it more or less dynamic. I'm not gonna pump up the ratio so it equalizes everything. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of presence. We're not really peaking. So this is gonna be the go-to, I think. Okay, let's try the other one. This is totally a different game. I'm gonna try and compress this one. Again, it's under dynamics compressor. And try and compress this one maybe with a studio VCA, because studio is really cool. Again, they're not so different, these... Hola, camastos, camazots. I always get your name mixed up, man. I'm a stupid Spaniard. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. Let's lower the attack a lot. This is not needed. This is the attack. And let's make the super long release. I think I want to squeeze this one a little bit longer. And this needs a little gain help here. I'm gonna limit it under -2 and crunch it a little bit. It's maybe too bassy. I'm gonna compressor does dynamics. It's how things change in time and they behave. Now the guitar has a little bit of body, has a little bit of definition. I'm liking this. Yes. Okay. We got a guitar that sounds more or less good. I'm gonna copy this setting. And let's give the same setting. Paste channel strip setting. I'm gonna do the same with the second guitar. We may have to do like a few changes and whatnot, but let's see. Paste channel strip setting. Whoa. Okay. I'm getting, because it's shush. No input, please. We're mixing now. We don't need inputs and whatnot. So yeah, this is kind of the anthem of the socialist Sunday stream that we do on Sunday. This Sunday we're gonna have Kevin Logan there with us, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I love that man. Oh my god, Kevin Logan. So yay! And Saturday I'll be discussing Star Trek with Curio, which is gonna be a lot of fun, because many of us want to think of Star Trek as a communist, utopian communist painting of the future of humanity. But there's so much to unpack because we recorded this, Kamazots. We recorded yesterday on another stream. We recorded everything. It was so weird because when I record things at home, when I get my means of production and I do my recordings, I'm usually here all along or with a friend recording some stuff, and it's kind of a very intimate experience. And doing this was, while streaming, it was like, whoa. But yeah, okay, let's do a copy channel thingy to all the dynamics. Setting, copy channel strip setting, and all the dynamics. We're gonna do more or less the same. Paste and paste. No worries. Kamazats, it's all for replay. So if you want to learn some stuff about how to record some audio and some do a communism, we're here. It's available, for it's up for grabs. It's not a problem. So there we go. Okay, we should have like a lot of guitars. So what I'm gonna do, it's these two babies. I'm gonna open them like halfway to the left, and these two babies, I'm gonna open them halfway to the right. Not super open, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second, because when we listen to this, where's this? Whoa, okay, don't. That's that's probably yeah, OBS doing shenanigans. Okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, whoa, who was asking? It's a Logic Pro, this one. And yeah, I do some EQ in solo, and I do retouches when I mix them together. Like, this mix is so simple that it's not a problem. I'm just figuring out a tone for the acoustic guitars, and then if something happens with the vocals, we can change it. It's not like there's no, every project has its own life. So, and sorry that Vinny, but for missing this, like, I'm replying to this now. Bear with me, bear with Grandpa. He's trying, but the thing is, this is like very preliminary EQ. Like, I'm trying to make the guitar sound nice enough, and in the way that I had it mic'd in, let's say, not an ideal situation. Like, I was I was sitting like this on a couch, and the microphones, were like angling through the corner of the table and whatnot, trying to avoid all the rest of the stuff that I have set up for streaming and whatnot. So basically, I'm trying to make the guitar sound like I imagine it would sound. I have this advantage for this one project is like that I imagined already what I want them to sound like. I'm not, fishing for seeing what we're looking for, but I'm actually, I'm kind of ahead of the curve in that single subject, trying to say, okay, this is how those guitars are going to sound with the limitations, because I know the guitar as well, and it has a lot of limitations and whatnot. So that's why I'm EQing in a lot of stuff in solo to make it sound nice in solo. But yeah, makes sense because of the flow of this project. Otherwise, yeah, you tend to EQ everything together. But in this case, I'm EQing and compressing because it's just two guitars and some vocals and a bass, and that's all we got so far. But it will require retouches eventually, no, absolutely, and no doubt. So, okay, well, like we got this one guitar, and I'm gonna make it into a track stack. I always forget. Okay, it has to be like here, maybe the menu track. Global tracks, replace, convert. How did you make a track stack here? Create track stack. And it's gonna be a folder stack. I don't need to make it into a summing stack. Okay, there we go. Maybe not. I'm gonna make it into, yeah. Track, great track stack. I'm gonna make it into a summing stack. So it's, I can make it happen as a, because then I'm gonna try and make it happen as a thing. Okay, create track stack, summing and create, and that's guitar one. So I got all my guitar ones here. It's funny how I missed that. Okay, so this is guitar one. I'm gonna mute it now. I'm gonna figure out guitar two. Theoretically, it should sound good. Yeah, there's something about, I think I'm gonna lower both of the dynamics. I'm gonna hard pan guitar twos all the way. Because we got them EQ'd and, copied all the dynamics, but it really looks like it's way more bassy than the other one. And I want this tone to be like the thinnest. Okay, listen to all of the guitars together now. Yeah, more or less. Now everything is super loud, but we'll get there. But we got something going on that's good enough. Okay, create track stack. Where was this? Track stack. Summing stack, yes, and this is guitar 2. Guitar 2, and it's super stereo. I'm super happy with it being super stereo. Okay, so you both guys are going a little bit lower now, and let's deal with the vocal. Main vocal. All our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday street. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday street. Welcome to all our comrades around the world.
Okay.
To the socialist Sunday
First thing you need to do with vocals,
Welcome
again, low cut.
to all
Nothing
our comrades around
below
the
50
world.
hertz.
To the socialist Sunday street.
Then you figure out the snotty frequency.
To all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street. Welcome.
Make it very
to
narrow,
all our comrades
because
around
you don't
the
want to lose
world.
the
To the
rest of the...
socialist
come on.
Sunday street. Welcome to all our
Give it a little
comrades
bit of
around the
shine.
world. To the socialist Sunday street.
Missing a lot of
Welcome
this,
to all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street.
Yeah, something like that.
Welcome to
Definitely.
all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday
Now we need to compress it a little bit.
street. Welcome
input,
to
we're
all
mixing,
our comrades
don't
around the
distract.
world. To the socialist Sunday street. Welcome to all our comrades
And
around
this
the
is gonna be
world. To
Studio
the socialist
Fed.
Sunday street. Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street. Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street.
strong.
Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street.
This is better.
Welcome to all our
managing
comrades
dynamics.
around the world. To the socialist Sunday street. Welcome
Yes,
to
Kamasats,
all our
this is what
comrades around the world.
I was
to the
asking people
socialist
I was asking people if you wanted like a magical ritual. Yeah, I mean, supposedly it's a technical thing, you know. It comes with practice and knowledge and messing up a little bit, but you know how it goes. This is a compressor. Compressor squeezes things, like an equalizer. What takes is like the different frequencies, like if the sound that you're making has a spectrum, that's like the highest and the lowest, and everything in between. You control, whatever. You control the color of the sound by equalizing it. But now, when you're done with that, or in this case for this process, because everything is relative, then it's when you go, you try and figure out how they behave dynamically over time. So, how much the dynamics are squeezed. Say if you want to make everything same as loud, or if you want more dynamic range to happen, and everything in between, And this is what compressor does. It just does that. It's not a, no biggie. Oh, okay. Cup of tea is always fantastic. I'm not setting this in auto because I want it to be like a more or less here and shortest attack as possible. So let's see if you can hear.
Welcome
Hello, Bendy.
to all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street. Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the
Sounds good.
socialist Sunday street.
And it's gonna sound like a lot in your face because this is like a main vocal. This is okay, I guess. Let's listen to all of it.
Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the
OBS messes up the the audio, the motherfucker. Okay, let's see it.
Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street. Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the socialist Sunday street.
I think we got this more or less, and
Welcome
see the master. The
to
master
all
is a
our
little bit
comrades
beefy,
around-
so I'm gonna take everything down. We need to aim for like at the end of the mix. We should aim for this thing peaking at like -6 decibels here on this square over here. So if you see, we're peaking at 2.4 right now. That's not cool.
Socialist Sunday street.
And we're gonna add more tracks, so it's gonna grow and grow. Okay. Yes, Adventure Time, gang. Absolutely. Adventure Time was fantastic. I'm so sorry that it had to finish. It had to finish, but it's there and it's legendary. So yeah, just leave it there. Who do you guys identify the most, like from you know Adventure Time? I think I could be. I could be. I think I'm. I don't know. Cinnamon, cinnamon bun. I think that's my role in bread tube. I'm cinnamon roll. Anyway, this being said, let's see. There we go. Minus 6.5. Sounds good enough. Okay, but still, we need the vocal a little bit louder than. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome. You're Jake Kamazotz? Jake the dog. Dog. Okay, let's copy the settings for this main vocal so far. Settings. Na 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 na. Copy channel strip setting. I'm gonna do the dub. No input, thanks. I don't want to confuse. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. So I'm gonna make a little trick with the dub. I'm gonna make it a little lower than the actual, and I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little delay here. It's gonna be a stereo delay, and it's gonna go from mono to stereo. And it's gonna be like, okay, it's slightly pan to the right, so we don't need any delay on the right, but we need like a teeny tiny, let's see, 79 milliseconds. Let's listen to it in solo just a second, because I want to make a little stereo here. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. There you go. That's the stereo that I'm looking for. Because when we unsolo it, welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Yeah, we got this. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. So we're gonna continue with backing vocals that we're gonna compress differently than the main vocal. I'm gonna still paste the setting of all the vocals for, because we could go like lemongraph. Unacceptable. Fuck, that was fun. Lemongraph. I'm cinnamon bun. I'm totally cinnamon bun. Like, I would love to be Princess Bubblegum, but, to be honest, I don't make anything more further than Cinnamon Bun. Ron is in the house. Ron, what up? We're mixing stuff. No pitch correction. We're doing this. This is like absolutely socialist. It's, if it's not perfect, I don't want perfection in this one. This needs to sound like folkish, like punk folkish. I'm not aiming for perfection. If you saw, like the stream when I did the tracks, I was like, listen, 1, 2, 3, okay, good enough, And if you hear just the guitars, like, where's them? Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Like, they're not really on time, but I like that because it looks like it's several different people playing and winging it, and I kind of want that impression, to that impression of not perfect, but still, let's do this. So yay. Okay, let's paste that setting for expeditioning, but still. Okay. I sure don't want you to be. I want the makeup thing to be much less, and I want everything more tight. And maybe the threshold is gonna be different. Dungeon Tales. No, I'm not familiar with Dungeon Tales. Come on. So
Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome.
and I think I want this one to be a little bit more trebly. So I'm gonna suppress a little bit of the low end and more on the mucus and give it a little bit more, but not so much. So I want the mid range more than that.
Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world.
Yeah, if people don't complain, that's good enough sometimes. Run. You're so right. Okay, this is
Welcome to all our comrades around the world.
that sounds pretty good. I like this, so I'm gonna copy this for the other dub. Yep, and paste. Oh, okay, it pastes the icon and everything. Now I want this to be like, hello, I'm little person here. So I'm gonna hard pan these babies because they're dubbed. So if I introduce them now,
Welcome to all our comrades around the world.
That's so
to
stereo.
the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome.
there you go. And okay, so I'm gonna main vocal dub and copy this one and paste it. And maybe, because this one's a little bit lower, let me see.
Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world.
Yeah,
to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world.
Okay, this is perfect. I like this. So I'm gonna go main vocal, copy the main vocal because it's got a nice compressor. It's very choppy. I mean, it's very beefy there. It's very in your face, and I want this. I want this type of thing for Paul. I'm gonna have to retouch the EQ or something, but copy this one and put into Paul's vocal. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna solo your vocal, okay, Paul? But it's fantastic. I love it. But I know you would have a hard time having your vocals soloed in live stream with the comrades. But it's fantastic. I must say, you made a great take. So, I'm protecting you from some anxiety that may happen. That it really doesn't make a lot of sense because it's still a fucking good take. Thank you all for the props. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Inga. It's a work in progress. We're making it shine a little bit. But it's a work in progress. Defs. Yeah. Okay. Let's paste this setting here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm massaging your eardrums. I'm gonna do you. And how do you what MSRR? I'm really bad with paste channel setting. Don't change the okay. You change the icon and you're doing the right thing. I'm just messing up. Yes, Kamazots, you can send a take, no problem. I won't mix it like on stream because I don't think I'm gonna do more of these so far. Maybe I can do one with the mastering, but your vocals is gonna be there. Just hurry up. ASMR, that's it. ASMR, AS to the M to the R. But I'm not gonna do that a lot because Inga's gonna pass out because Okay, let's this. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. Welcome to all our comrades around the world. Okay, I see. That's probably my mistake. I haven't synchronized pose. Let's do just control. No, no, it's command. No, because and now I press command. Just a few no, a few seconds, but a few seconds later. I mean, seconds, a few samples later. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. Welcome. Yes. Yes, I hear Paul as well. He did a great take. He has the sultry, wonderful voice that I'm so gonna reinforce a little bit with a little boost here on the 200s. We don't need that much sibilation and vocalization. And I'm gonna compress it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of pre-gain. Welcome to all our comrades around the world. There you go. To the socialist Sunday stream. It's perfect. It's in the right time and it's on the right. I failed to synchronize it well. That's on me. But it was like everything was early. But I took those few samples later, and that's perfect. It's a great take. When you do backing vocal in general, you tend to go behind the main vocal, like a little bit later than the main vocal, and also it's good not to put a lot of consonants in there. So you go like, welcome to all our comrades around the world. You don't welcome to all the comrades around the world, because you're gonna end up having like a lot of different in the mix. So you tend to go lazy with the consonants, but it's on purpose. So everything blends nicely. So the main vocal conveys like the lyrics and all the sounds of and when you do main vocal, you do the opposite. You over exaggerate the pronunciation and whatnot, but in this case, Paul, you did a great job. It's all the wool in there. It's all the bottom end that it was necessary, and yeah, we'll put more vocals there too, right? But check it out. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. Welcome to all. Yeah, it's looking good. So it's looking good. I have to give it another listen, but let's go to the next instrument that I'm gonna do in solo again, because I need to figure out the sound of it. And it's the bass. And I need to do a track by track, because, okay, let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. It's a very simple song, Did I hit the microphone? Here? No, okay, I didn't hit the microphone. It's like I hit the microphone. Okay, let me listen to this. What's this gonna give us? Okay, let's treat this motherfucker here. Let's see what we have. Yeah, we got a lot. That's what I was afraid of. My bass, she's wonderful. Her name is Regina, my double bass. And I got her secondhand in the Czech Republic like forever ago. And she was made in 1909 in the pre-Czech Bohemia, where they kind of when they spoke German. So yeah, I'm glad you like the double bass. She's an amazing instrument. Let's see. Yeah, let's get some of this wool in here. I like this wool, and I don't think we need anything. I don't think anything else. Yeah, that sounds good. Needs like a lot of gain. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's compress it a little bit. Again, people, if you are into this, all the DAWs, they're like very similar anyway. But let's do an opto, opto, and let's compress the shit out of this one and up the gain a little bit. And let's put it on something like there. Soft knee there. Attack very short and a release very long. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's see the this is the one that's gonna be the best. I put like a 19.1 beta, 19.1 beta. It's one of these microphones. I think I got it over here. Check it out. This baby here. It's like I showed you the other microphones, like this one and the dynamic. Told you about it. This is also condenser, and this baby, like the field is in front of it, but it can lay flat like on a surface or whatever. And this baby, you can feed it, or you need to feed it like the voltage, the 48 volts of the phantom power, and it picks up dynamically like a lot of low end. It has like a big ass, wonderful diaphragm that it picks up all the good stuff. It's really juicy, really good for recording bass drums, cajon, all kinds of bassy instruments. And I put it on the bridge. I put it on the bridge of the double bass, and it picked up like this song. This sound is fantastic. There you go. I mean, I could do it with this one. Let's see what. Yeah, the thing is, as you see, we're picking like a lot of this too low an end that we really don't want because it's super muddy. But still, like if you want it in your mix, yeah, I think this is gonna be the main thing. I love this. This sounds fantastic already. It's not even compressed. I'm gonna compress it. The one I'm using now is this one. This was a very cheap condenser mic. It's like a big diaphragm condenser mic, and it's just cheap, but it's really good. I love the color. You put a nice preamp into it, and it works like a charm. Like if you hear the voice here that I'm doing, it's like. By the way, it's the morning sounds, and it is very good. It's not a freaking Newman, but they're so expensive. I'm gonna use this platinum here for this one because this is fantastic. I'm gonna compress it a lot, but it's gonna be like this is gonna be oh freaking life. This is fantastic. Let's put a harder knee here and short attack. Oh, this is so perfect. This is so good. Where's the threshold here? Minus 12. Okay. There you go. There you go. Oh my God, this sounds so good. Welcome, the comrades around the world. Oh, I love this sound. Okay, so let's figure out this one. This one's gonna be like just a high frequency, probably. Yeah, it is already. And you see this sound, this track you're listening is this mic, but it's plays like overhead to get a little bit of the room and a little bit of the strings and all this stuff. So I'm gonna make a very. This is gonna be like this part. Maybe we don't need the high end, but some mid range there. That's gonna be fantastic. So let's put them all together. I'm not even gonna compress the roomy thing. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna have to lower maybe the volume a little bit, and that should do the trick. I'm gonna make me a stack actually. Set them all more or less here, and make me a stack. Track stack. Good thing I'm not getting copyright strikes or whatever from this capitalist shitty platform. So I'm gonna insist on this. We being the left, great track stack. And it's gonna be summing stack, and it's gonna be bass. How low can you go? Death row. What a brother knows. Once again, back is the incredible Rhyme and Mo, the incredible D, Public Enemy #1. 5-0 say freeze, and I got numb. Can I tell them that I really never run a gun? But it's the wax that determines X fun. Oh my god, Public Enemy #1. Oh, big shout out to Public Enemy and the Prophets of Rage. They're fantastic. Oh, bass. That's just for saying the word bass. And I got all of that. What do you know? Okay, let's listen to the whole thing, see what happens.
Welcome to all our comrades around the world.
Heffie.
To the Socialist Sunday Street. Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the Socialist Sunday Street. Welcome.
I think we more or less have it. I'm gonna listen to the thing properly. Heffie B in the housing, yeah. Heffie knows all the stuff. She's the smart one. I'm cinnamon bun. She is the bubblegum. She is the democratically elected president bubblegum. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing and maybe try and clean up and do some fade ins and fade outs, but it looks like it's in the pocket with some minor things. I'm gonna up my headphones. I'm gonna lower my mic. This 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to all our comrades around the world. To the Socialist Sunday Street.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. I don't know what I do with it. There's something there that doesn't sit well. But it's looking good. Running out of tea. What do you think? What do people think of the mix? I think the main vocal is a little bit high. Need to do some cleanup too, but I'm gonna push this like a very fine. So it's 8.8 minus 8.8, so 9. Nah, couple of dB stops. Let's give it another listen. I'm gonna do some cleanup too. Let's do some cleanup first. So set my secondary tool here to fade. This is the fade tool, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Have a burp in me. Sorry, excuse me a second. Oh yeah, okay. So let's see what happens here. This one. This one. This one. This one. Says 1. Okay. That's gonna be the thing. Let me get a close up here. You can see the waveform. Says. This is the S and this is the E. So this is the. This one. Oh, this is says and this is 1. Ready? Check it out. This one. This one.
This is something I use. Muchas gracias. Señor Vargas. Be in the house. Todavía os debo hacer el streaming bien, tío. Ahora que suena la movida. Lo que me ha costado. El abuelo. Grandpa cannot make technical things in a first attempt. Okay. I'm gonna do some cleaning up in here. Just doing some fadings and fade outs. You need to get like close. And maybe a little bit closer here. So you don't get like a lot of the all the noise. There's a lot of noise. Like just listen to the computer right now. It's getting crazy. That OBS is making abrazote. And yeah, that's I mean, it's making it breathe hard. It's the OBS. My club. Okay, let's listen to the. This 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, it's looking good. Okay, let's trim up the ends. Let's see what's going on. Okay. This I think that was the first one that had like a lot of sustain. I'm gonna make a long fade in all of them. Probably this is all gonna go out anyway. Like let me listen to it. I'm gonna solo this for the fade sake. Yeah, there you go. That's cleaner. Like if we go back a little bit, back, not forward. There you go. Yes. Okay. Guitar 1 is cleaned up. I'm gonna clean up guitar 2 too. So silly. Excuse me, I'm very silly. But you know me already. I'm like the flavor flav to your public to your Chuck D. I'm the cinnamon bun to your bubblegum princess or bubblegum president of the Republic of the Candy People. The liberated candy people that created socialism for candy. Fading in and fading stuff in because socialism. Okay, let's listen to the thing. Yeah, good enough. Super imperfect, by the way, and I like it to be imperfect. Let's see, because when I use the capo, the guitar 2 is the one that I had like with the capo on, and it has much less sustain than without the capo. It's like your regular physics thing, like yeah. Okay, let's clean up the vocals just in and out, because of this. Sorry, this is just such a short song that really like the in and outs and stuff. You can, it's just the in and outs. If it were like a song with two verses, like say this is verse 1 and then there's a gap in here and a gap in here, and then here verse 2 enters, you'll have to cut all the silence in between and do some fade ins and outs in between as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with you, Paul. The chords, and they're super simple. They're like the most basic chords ever, but they work so well. And I like when the ninth comes in and there's a seventh. I think it was the seventh there somewhere. Let's see. Okay, I don't think there should be any more vocals. Like further in here, because then I'm gonna go shouty and whatnot. So fade out, fade out, fade out, fade out. And what's going on here? There's the low one. Yeah, still shouldn't be anything further than here. You didn't do anything super sustainy, right, Paul? I didn't remember it being like super sustainy. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, let's clean up the bass. How low can you go? Death row, what a brother knows. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal. If I get copyright strike by Public Enemy, I would be very sad. because I consider Public Enemy to be my comrades. Like we have like a lot of stuff that we don't have to agree 100%. Am I missing up? Let me see, because I need to solo the bass. Couple of bars. What do you guys think about Public Enemy? Like, do you have like thoughts about it? Because I've been a big fan like for my whole life. Yeah, I mean they really got into the system and made it, into for civil rights, and I think I think they did a very good job, and I want to think they're actually leftists. For all I care, they're like a brand of black, uh, yeah, like black. Not, I feel dirty saying nationalism, but black nationalists are not like regular nationalists. So but there is something that Black Red Guard said as well, and a very, 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 very good point that you know that Farrakhan and whatnot, they're like not the best people to deal with. So then again, but and they are with Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam, which is kind of shady. But everything they say in their lyrics is like spot on. It's spot on. So I don't know. I don't know. Uh, let's listen. It's just 1, 2, 3. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. It's looking good. It's a little bit high. Everything is super loud. I'm gonna turn down a couple of dBs on everything. And I'm gonna put an analyzer here. Okay, analyzer. Let's see. Metering, multimeter. And let's check those frequencies. Let's see how, and there's, okay. I'm pointing at the screen like a grandpa. Yeah, I think nationalism, when enacted by the oppressed, is not the same as nationalism as enacting from the oppressors. It's like in Latin America, the national feeling is about the independence. They're defined by the independence from the Spaniards. From what I always say to my Latin American people, like, yeah, I was born in Spain, but I'm from a poor family, and as far as I can rewind, all my family was poor as rats. So probably, your oppressors were the same as mine. Like, they were going overseas to screw you over while they were profiting from our blood, sweat, and tears from my ancestors. Yes, Zapatistas, exactly. And wow, they're such an example. Okay, let's try and watch this. Listen and watch, see what's going on in here. I'm gonna set a couple of a marker here on the peak. I'm not gonna do the loops yet, but it should be around 20-ish, the love peak. Loves is like a measure of loudness, and decibels are like a measure of actual sound pressure. But loves is like a perceptional sound pressure. It's how we perceive it. So let's check it out, see what happens. Okay, let's see. This is 1, 2, 3. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday Stream. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna give it another. When you're mixing, you gotta listen to the same thing over and over and over, and it's really cool to go like, I'm tired, I'm stopping this, and just stop it. It's super super cool, because otherwise you're gonna get this, you're gonna make mistakes, and it's gonna be awful. So don't do that. Don't over exploit yourself like an awful boss would exploit you. Don't make yourself stay
longer than it should be. Take care of yourself, not like a stupid capitalist would, you know, like screw you over time. It's like capitalism is like the slow boil, like there was this awful metaphor about the frog that they put like in warm water and they start heating up until it's boiling. So nobody's, the frogs don't get out of the pot because they're just comfy, just getting used to the higher and higher temperature. And I think it's an awful metaphor. I hate the visualization of it, but then again, it's what they're doing to us with our economic systems and social systems. They're making us get used to worse and worse stuff, you know. Yeah, Kamazots, I'm gonna send you a reference file from before I mix this, and you can sing along to that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's make this happen. I'm gonna give it another listen. This is 1, 2, 3. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. Do you think there would be room for more bass? I'm asking you, comrades. I'm gonna give it a visualization. This is 1, 2, 3. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. Definitely more bass and a little bit less. Okay, I'm gonna give the bass 1 and a little bit decibel. I'm gonna take away the main vocal, both of them, and maybe just the one, but not the dub, because it sounds so upfront. So there, not much. Let's do very light retouches right now. We're at a point where we don't need to do very drastic changes. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. I like this. I like this. I may not like this after the break, but I like this now. It's really fine, Ron. Like music is it's a talent. Some people do music, some people do politics, some people do engineering, some people do language. Skills they vary a lot, and it's really okay. To the point that I don't know. Yeah, and there's another thing, the thing we're listening to now is not mastered. So it may vary from gear to gear. It may do some compression while the streaming and stuff, because streaming is shitty and makes compression and makes a lot of stuff. I haven't taken a look to the correlation, by the way. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Now you all see the analyzer. Let's do a graphic pass. See what happens on the screen. This is 1, 2, 3. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the socialist Sunday stream. Yeah, I like this one. I like the yeah. I think it's happening. I think we got this. I mean, so far we need to put some more elements in there. I'd love to have. I'm gonna throw the glove there. if you people wanna I'm not gonna say harass, but do a little shout out to Luna if she wants to sing along to this. And I'd love to collaborate. She proposed it on the last stream, and we. The thing is, I would love to go to Vietnam and take my sound card and my gear and go there. And I think maybe it's easier to fly her over here, fly them all the way to Spain. And have them staying with us and do music and have fun, for a few days. It would be fantastic. But, you know, second best thing we have is collaborations online. So, Camastas, I'm gonna send you the thing, and I don't know what's your range. Let me know what's your range in the chat. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I think so far we need to put a couple of more tracks and more vocals. The more the merrier. And I'd like to have on my lefties. I want to still do like a track of shoutouts. Where, like it says, I'm gonna do a sample of what it could be. Like I'm gonna get far away in the microphone so you can hear a lot of room and more or less make a preview of it. So something like this: 1, 2, 3.
Welcome,
comrades around the world.
all comrades.
Socialist Sunday
Go
stream. So for all of y'all who are not maybe so musical, you want to join into that thing, I can give you like I'm gonna record that one very fast. Shouldn't this shouldn't be the process? Like ideally, we should have the tracking all we should have the tracking more or less figured out already. But when you get to mixing, it's very good that you've done all the tracking. But digital processes, they allow a little bit more of wiggle room. And for these projects that are like very collaborative or whatever, maybe we can do something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna do this track. Okay. Just you be input one. What input are we getting here? Okay. Let me go to settings because I think we don't have this figured out properly. Audio. Okay. Input device. You need to be Focusrite Thunderbolt and apply the changes. And now we got all the tracks figured out, I guess. Inputs, yes. Okay, input 1. So if I do like this, let me see. Check. Okay, it's a little bit high in the gain. I'm gonna do something like that. Okay, and I'm gonna get far away and shout it out. Okay, fam, let's do this. I'm gonna get me a click. Yeah. This 1, 2, 3. Welcome,
comrades
around the world.
all the comrades.
Socialist Sunday stream.
Woo!
So if you want to join in a track like that, we could totally do this. Let's listen to the whole thing. If I put this like a very low volume now. Not well, 1, 2, not with 3. Click. Welcome to all our comrades around the world to the Socialist Sunday stream.
Woo!
Yeah, something like that, and maybe some clapping, celebration at the end. It could be really wholesome and nice, I don't know what you guys think. And Paul, if you're up for recording one of those, and you can shout out to, I can give you another, I'm going to make another reference with this one. So, and Inga, if you want to participate too in the shout outs and the welcome and, all the comrades. The sentence are welcome, all the comrades. I'm going to play it solo so you can listen to it. So it's, welcome, all the comrades. Stream. Like
Like I could do like a lot of these tracks, but it's best that I got you people, because when you play it all together, if you make it sound like a lot of different voices doing the same thing, it's just one, two, three. Welcome, comrades around the world. All the comrades. Socialist Sunday Street. Bravo. Something like that would sound sound crazy fun and wholesome. I think and it's totally in the spirit of the stream. And I don't know what you think, Paul, if that's like in the spirit of what we're trying to do on the Sunday stream. It should be something like that. I don't know. Thank you, Ron. It's people have like different talents. I'm really bad at numbers. And when I see numbers, for instance, I get all mixed up. I get like if you see 267, I see like strawberry, watermelon, pie, and I can make sense of that shit. Like are people I was giving a shout out to them people who are programmers. That's like wow, right? And yeah, Kamazat, protect your what is it, spline? Is the spline the one that gets fucked up when you get diabetes? I should know this. Yeah. So I think we should do this. If you people, hit me up. I think I'm available on Twitter thing, and we can coordinate this through Twitter. Better than Discord, but Discord is good as well. I can send you guys a link to the reference track that I'm gonna make right now. That we can make it work. And you shout out the. This is Heffie, the awesome cow. What's up, comrades? I'm gonna record track as well. Yeah, we should totally make Heffie make a pancreas. Yeah, it's with the it's the same in English. Pancreas. Yeah, pancreas. Protect your pancreas, people. It's very fucked up to live on diabetes. I'm gonna make a track for Heffie because Heffie is gonna make one, and if you people are okay with it, doesn't need to be an ascending. Excuse me a moment, Heffie. No problem. Heffie representing. Yes, I do have your email, Kamazots. I'll hit you up there. Audio one is fair enough, good enough, perfect. Okay, Heffie. Heffie's gonna record a track. Okay, bear with me, peeps. Let's take it to bar number 1 and record. It's 1, 2, 3. Welcome to our comrades around the world. Welcome to the Socialist Sunday Street. That's Heffie. I did it, motherfuckers. You all can do it. Send your submissions and we're gonna sing together, all them leftists of the YouTubes and the online community. We need to really make this into a community. Absolutely. We need to make this into a community. We cannot be a demographic anymore. We need to really step up and be wholesome to each other and be good to each other. We need to stop the freaking bickering and infighting and really, really step up to smash the right. So I think we're gonna call this stream a wrap. Thank you all so much for coming and having a lot of fun together. And and I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get in touch and do the same with me. Get in touch with me, okay? If you wanna do the shout outs and all the funs, okay? And Heffie and I will be happy to oblige and put like another 7 or 8 tracks into this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of not bickering too, Ron. I'm really, the thing is, if we need to criticize each other, that sometimes we do, The idea needs to be like, you're my comrade. I mean all the good things to you, and I want to offer you an angle that may help you. If it's nothing, if like think really think hard. If it doesn't help, why am I saying this shit? To satisfy my urgency, to vent my anger. Your anger is not towards other leftists. The anger is towards the system, and it sounds like the system, like in the I'm an adult system bullshit, but really is against the systemic problems that we have in our society. Like if you want to do an anger, do it at, I don't know, the Koch brothers, or do it at the, all those mega rich people like the Elon Musk, that need not to be displayed on Star Trek as great men, like the line that gave the Lorca character, like Jason Isaacs. You're a fine person. You should have seen this one coming and say like, oh no, I'm not saying this shit, and try and come up with something else. I don't know. You had like Vladimir Lenin there. Like, come on. But yeah, I mean rap. Bendy, I don't know if we can call it rap. Rap, like, no, I wrap this up. Rap. Fucking Spaniard. He cannot talk for shit. I don't know, people, what you think, but, we'll keep the dialogue open and be good to each other, be wholesome to each other, and get in the spirit of this song. I'm gonna play it for one last time, and we can wrap it up and say, okay, this is it. Good people, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for all the good fun times together. That's second best to together. I guess. So yeah, have a great one. Let's listen to this, okay? Bye, good people. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3. Welcome to our comrades around the world, to the socialist Sunday street. Thank you all for coming.